what's up you guys, this is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today I'm giving you the quick and dirty on Starchart 3.0's updated Void. Okay, so this is going to be a bare bones TLDR for anyone who's confused over how the new Void works, so let's just jump right into it. Now, if you haven't already completed the Mars Junction on Earth, get that finished first as it rewards you with the Void Relic segment you'll need for your ship. Okay, so all of your Void keys are now these space cabbage looking things. They pretty much drop in all the same places that all the keys used to drop. But if you want specifics, there will be a link in the description box below. Now, they have all these fancy new names, but what it really boils down to is that Lith equals tier 1, Meso equals tier 2, Neo equals tier 3, and Axie equals tier 4. So if you head on over to your star chart and click on the swirly icon in the top right corner of your screen, it'll list all of the places that have void fissures. 1 swirly equals tier 1, 2 swirlies equal tier 2, and so on and so forth. If you click on one of the fissures, it'll bring you to the space cabbage selection screen. Again, you'll be able to see your rewards, so select which cabbage you'd like to bring with you. Click Equip for Mission, and hit Yes on the following prompt. Now, once you're in the mission, proceed to complete the mission like you normally would. But keep in mind that somewhere in that mission, you'll find a void fissure, which is basically this big glowing blob of light. Activating the fissure will trigger a 3-minute timer and cause corrupted enemies to spawn who will occasionally drop these golden balls. To seal the fissure, pick up the golden balls and put them in the golden hole. Now, you may not want to do it too quickly. Eximus enemies that spawn at the 30, 50, and 90% mark will consistently drop these things called void traces. But the rest of the corrupted enemies that spawn also have a smaller chance to drop them as well. You'll want these, so be sure to pick them up before you leave the area. Also note, if you fail to seal the fissure within the 3-minute mark, your entire mission will fail, so don't fuck it up. Now, once you've completed the mission like normal, at your end screen, you'll see a pop-up with your reward. If you happen to be on a squad and your teammate has also brought a space cabbage, both you and your teammate will be able to select a reward from your pool or a reward from their pool. Note, selecting a reward from someone else's void pool will grant them an additional void trace. Speaking of void traces, if you open up your void relic segment on your ship, you'll notice a thing called void traces. You can store up to 100 at a time. Now, select one of your cabbages. You'll notice a little teal bar next to each of your rewards. This represents the rate at which each of these items will drop. However, if you hover over the exceptional, flawless, and radiant void trace options, you'll notice that the rate begins to shift. If you have a specific preference for a certain reward, you can use these void traces to alter the rates at which these rewards will be awarded. This consumes the void traces and converts the relic you selected into an exceptional, flawless, or radiant version of itself, which gives you the improved drop rates and makes your cabbage develop glowing spots. You'll be able to select the super special space cabbage on your next void fissure, providing that you're accessing the correct tier. Just note that this whole process is optional. Unless you're looking for specific rewards for crafting, trading, or ducat farming, you can simply bank these void traces for future use. And that is pretty much the quick and dirty of the new void system. So thank you all for watching this episode of, I guess I'm calling it the quick and dirty? Now, if you haven't already caught it, be sure to check out my video on all the Kavat stuff, from their breeds to their mods, as well as my TennoCon iMovie challenge. Now, don't forget to do all the things that I ask you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, stay educated as fuck. And for everybody giving me grief about my cable management, you have to understand I was taking apart my water cooling system and trying to install my CPU fan to see if that would make any difference. But see, it looks fine now. Give me a break, you bunch of jerkbags.